Hello, my name is Clement and I want to welcome you to today's class. Today we're going to look at the one-bedroom apartment. All right, and since part of the thing we're going to look at as well, we're going to import our project tags into the Gantt sheet. We're going to build our Gantt chart. We're going to set dependencies. We're going to assign resource. We're going to create baseline. We're going to track progress, and we're going to look at our variance as well. All right. So why we all know this particular interface, this is our Gantt sheet over here. So let us now go straight to the point. Let's copy this guy over here, and yeah. Now, as you can see, this is on manual schedule, so we're going to change all of them to auto schedule. Click, highlight everything over here, come to auto schedule. All right, then we expand that. As you can see over here, everything is starting on Monday. Now, today is Saturday. That is why project cannot start on Saturday. Working the standard calendar, so every project will move on Monday, which is one of the great things. So if you have a project start, if a project starting on Monday, so you have Saturday and Sunday to plan or prepare your project plan. All right, so let us now go to our duration. Let's set our duration. All right, so now we've set our duration. Okay, now this is when the project is going to end over here. Working with this particular time. Okay, so now let us now set our start date and our finish date properly. All right, so project starting on Monday, it's going to end on the 3rd. So now, all right, so we're going to end on the 3rd. Why this one, we're going to start on the 4th. Okay, all right. So basically, right now we've set our calendar, we set our start date and our finish date. All right, using the Microsoft project. Okay, so now I want us to do something. We go to our view, then we zoom entire project. Now we zoom the entire project, we want to see everything at once. All right, so now let us set our dependencies. Now looking at this side over here, this is a constraint already. So the while setting up our start date and our finish date, the software help us make it a constant. All right, so basically we cannot just be moving things anyhow, and quite difficult for us to change. So this is more like a set time for us to finish this particular project. Okay, so now let us set our dependency. So you come here, copy this. uh, Now we've linked this project as well. All right, so let us check our critical tags. This is our critical tags over here. Okay, all right, so move to our network diagram. This is zooming out. So basically this is our network diagram as well. Nice. All right, so let's go back to our Gantt sheet. So now the next step we're going to take right now is to, so we've set our tax summing. So everything here is 66 days. Okay, and let us set our milestone. Set milestone. So this is our milestone. So we're going to call it complete project completion. Right, as you can see over here, it's showing us manual schedule. So we change it from click here, change it to auto schedule. It will be 2nd of June. All right, so that's when the project is going to end. And as you can see over here, this is the end date of our project. Do you understand? So this is the beginning day, which is today. This is today's date, the green line, and this is our end of the project. So the project started on, we start on Monday, okay, which is 2nd of March. All right. So now that we're done with this, what will be our next task to do? All right. Right now we're going to set up our resource sheet. This is basically our resource sheet. So you come to the side, click on resource sheet, and to bring you guys here. So now let us move to human resource. Copy everyone here. All right. Then you paste them. Good. Now also go back to our human resource. Now we're going to set up this guy so that we'll not make mistake. I also look at the daily rates. All right, so let's set up the daily rates as well. Standard rates. All right, set up the standard rates. All right, so also we're going to set up how many times, how many individuals do we have working on this project. Now, this quantity represents, for instance, now project manager is one. We have one project manager. We have one architect. We have one architect, we have one site supervisor, we have one procurement officer, but we have three mates, we have three bricklayer, and we have two carpenter. Also, for the plasterer, we have two tilers, and we have two painters. So let us set this guy up as well. Let's see if this is going to work. If we're going to copy this and paste, it's going to work. Let's see. I hope it works. Oh, it works. No, it's not going to work. Let's kind of just cancel it. So we're going to do it manually from our end. So now we'll go to our missing, which is three missing. So we have three, which is 300, right? 300. Sorry, 300. Um, our bricklayer is three, carpenter is two. Bricklayer is 300, carpenter is 200. That is two carpenter. Electrician, we have two electrician as well, right? So so we have one electrician. So looking at the Nigerian setting, one electrician, then he can come along with somebody that's trust, probably his boy or his friends. Understand? So plaster, we have two. So everybody here is two. Stylus is two. Painter is two. Sorry, painter is two. All right. Basically, we've set up this guy. Okay. Okay. So, but these guys are subcontracted, all right? So we're going to change them to cost, all right? Change them to cost because they are subcontracted. So basically, meaning that at the end of the project, we're going to pay this guy their money. Do you understand? So also, okay, also we put it on and end of project. So that means they're done with their work. We're going to pay them their money. Do you understand? So it's a cost for us. Okay. All right. So let us now set up our material. So this is different material we're going to use. So come here, material. All right. So we're going to change everything down here to material. All right. So now let us now look at our different units. So now this is basically the different group. No, sorry. So this material now, this is basically this particular side talks about the different measurement, quantity, and everything that we will need for this material. For this material. So, for instance, now bag of cement bags we need bag, sand we need chunk. Let's take this as ton. Let's put tons of cement. Also, gravel, use tons instead, not ton, not truck. Why? Because they are being measured by by tons. So basically, under this material is based on measurements. Do you understand? All right. So we'll come here and paste our unit cost. All right. So all right. So we've set up our individual resource and our material resource. All right. So what next? We will now go to our Gantt chart. In our Gantt chart right now, we'll click on this side, then we'll move to our course. Now this is everything. There's no course set up yet. All right. Our course has not been set up yet. So we'll also go to our schedule. Everything's still working fine. All right. So total slack for 4 days, 4 days, 4 days, 4 days, 0 0 days. Do you understand? So go to our tracking. Everything is still intact. We'll go to our variance. Everything is still intact. So now let us now assign our resource. All right. Let's now assign our resource. So we're going to come here and click assign resource. Now this particular upside is going to use our project supervisor and project manager, site supervisor and project manager. So assign our site supervisor. So assign our site supervisor and project manager. Now, but for the project manager, we're going to do 50% because it's not fully, it doesn't work fully. All right. So now looking at the project initiation and site inspection, we've set up our resource. We assign our resource, that is a site supervisor and a project manager. Now, why 50% for the project manager is because he doesn't come to site every day. Unlike our site supervisor, is always at site. Do you understand? So this guy, we're going to work, instead of working full day, he's going to work half day, and while this one works full day. Okay, that's about this guy. Now let us now assign our different resource. So now manager. All right. So now we've set up we've assigned the different tasks to the individual responsible for them. Do you understand? And now we're done with this part. So we're going to look at our course again. Let's see. And you set up our course. Now, so now these are total cost, $36,000. All right, $36,240. That's our total cost for every single thing we're going to spend there. Now, if you look at this place, there's no we've not signed any cost for the tiler and the painter. Do you understand? Nothing. It was assigned to them. Okay. So this is our total cost. This is our baseline is 0. Our variance is the same as our total cost. Our remaining is the same as our total cost because we've not assigned. The project has not begun yet. That is why everything is still on 0 0. Everything is the baseline is still on 0. The actuals is still on 0. All right. Only the remaining, the remaining is still the same as the total cost. All right. So we're going back to our entry. Okay, and we're going to assign the different material to the individual. Okay, from our last video, we look at, for instance, now let's say architect. Now, the question all of us were asking, or you might want to ask, is why is an architect earning 6,400? Mm. All right, don't forget the standard um, time for any project is 8 hours. Looking at this, but you can actually change it to more than 8 hours. You can add more hours to it. So, right, we didn't set up our calendar, so we're just setting up the project plan. We didn't touch our calendar. All right, but for the standard working time is what, 8 hours. 8 hours. Okay. So now, what I for you to get this is 6,400. You come to your calculator, standard calculator. So we're going to do 8 hours times 5 times 5. Then we'll look at how much we are paying each. We go to our resource sheet. Then we look at how much are we paying our architect. We're looking at 106, 160, right, times 160, 6,400. Right. I hope you guys understand now. So click on our architect, 6,400. So that's 6,400. So the guy is earning $106. Do you understand? Prorated. $106. $106 multiplied by 8. That is every single hour is earning $106 multiplied by 8 and multiplied by 5 days. So that means at the end of these 5 days, we're paying him this cost. Do you understand? This is how much it's costing us for 5 days. That same goes to the other guy. This is how much the guy is costing us for 5 days. So this is how much the guy is costing us for um 3 days. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, of the 3 days, we pay this guy his money, then he goes. Or then we'll sum it totally and pay him, then he goes. Anyhow you want to do it. Alright, so now let us now assign our different material resource. Okay, let's go to our material resource. Now, this is very important because this multiplied by this will give us this. Okay, let's check it out. So 8 multiplied by 400, that's on 200. That is over there. Alright, so now let us now assign our different resource. So bag of cement, who's using bag of cement? Is basically let's check here. Okay, the mason and the bricklayer are going to use bag of cement. Alright, so let's go to site supervisor medicine. Now this guy is going to use bag of cement. So let us assign our resource, our material resource. So bag of cement. What's the quantity? We assign bags of cement to this guy. We're going to give him how many bags? We're going to give him. We have 80 bags, right? 80 bags, 400, sorry, 400 quantity. So we're going to give him, mm, okay, no, we'll not give him anything here. So we'll go to concrete and foundation, then we'll assign our bag of cement. Yeah, assign it. Now over here is saying 1 bag, so I'm going to give him 300, let's say 400, 350, 350 bags of cement for him to use. All right. Why am I giving him 350 bag of cement for him to use? Because we still have bricklayer that's in the work. Alright, block forming, block forming, we see about bricklayer. So block forming, we go to our bricklayer. Yes, assign to a bricklayer. Um, assign bag of cement to a bricklayer. Alright, so how much are we how many bag of cement are we giving him? So we're going to give him the remaining 50 bag of cement. 50 bags of cement. I know bag of cement is very expensive in Nigeria, but now also go back to the missing guy. We're going to give him sand and gravel. Alright. Now we're going to go back to our sand and see how many sand do we have? We have 10 tons of sand. Alright, we have 8 tons of gravel. Alright. So we'll go to our sand. We're going to give him we're going to give him sand, but not 1 ton. We're going to give him, since we have 10 tons, we're going to give him we're going to give him 8 tons of sand. Understand why gravel? Since we have gravel 8 tons, we're going to give him all the gravel. 8. Do you understand? Then our block forming, we're going to give this guy only the bricklayer sand. The bricklayer sand because we only need sand for the block work. So since we gave the mason 8 tons of sand, remaining 2 tons, I'm going to give this guy the last 2 tons of sand. So let's give him 1 for the block work. Alright, let's give him 1. Now we've now come to our plastering and screeding. We're going to give him 1. Now we'll go to our ties. I will have to reduce some tons of sand from this guy. Let's give this guy 1. Let's give our tiler 1 ton of sand. Let's now go back to our mason, concrete and foundation. Then reduce our tons of sand from 8 to 7. Okay. From 8 to 7. Okay. Now let us now for this our tiler guy, if you can see for this our painter, there's no cost assigned to him yet. Also our tiler, no cost assigned to him yet because we said we're going to pay him at the end of the project. Do you understand? So we have now got to look how much is he charge us. Look at how much did he charge us. Our tiler charges. Okay. Total rate is going to be 500. So our tiler is going to be charging us what again? 500. Okay. So our 500, our painter is charging us 320. See, 320. Right. So our plaster is charging us 450. Okay. Okay, I think those are the basic two guys that we didn't charge. That said, we're going to pay them for work. Yeah, this is it here. At the end of the day, we're going to pay them their money. So go back to our entry. Go back to our entry. Okay, and okay, we've given our meeting the bag of cement, sand, tons of sand, and tons of gravel. Given our bricklayers bags of cement also. Oh, we still need to give our screeder. Okay, I'm going to change this guy quantity of cement, the block from quantity of cement to 40. All right. So go to our plastering guy, and we need to give him cement as well. Bag of cement. He needs 40. You need uh, 5. Okay. You need 5. Our Tyler also. You need bag of cement. Let's give him 5 as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to our capital resource. I believe we've assigned all our bag of cement, our sand, and our gravel correctly to the different individuals. Then, yes, this guy will need block. Now, out of 2,500, 2,500 blocks. Now, our medicine foundation will need blocks as well. We need block as well. So let's give this guy, let's give him block. So how many block we're going to give him? Let's just say we'll give him, for the foundation, let's give him, let's give him 500, 500 blocks for the foundation. You know, 500 pieces of block for the foundation. Why our bricklayer, then this guy will have heavy. Let's say we have 1,500 blocks, 1,500. I'll give you 1,500. Or the main 2,000 blocks for the house, for the one bedroom apartment. Hmm? Yeah, 2,000 blocks for one bedroom apartment. Alright. So, okay. So who else is gonna use block? Who is gonna use block? Who is gonna use block? I think we're done with our block. Yeah, I think we're done with our block. No one else is gonna use block over here. Okay. So we're done with that. So roofing sheets and cables. So um okay, let's go to our roofing sheets, which is 80. Roofing sheet. Signing our roofing sheet to roofing sheet. You have 80 roofing sheet, right? Yeah, 80. Sign all everything to this guy, to our carpenter, our cable. We assign all our cable, electrical cables, that is 10 of them, to our electrician. We have our plumbing material. We would assign all our plumbing pipes. So that's 40 pieces to our plumber. Plumbing pipe, that's 40 pieces. Alright. Also 40 length rather. So the tiles is 60. Tiles is 60. Tiles is 60 bucks. Alright, what is again? Our paint bucket 20. Our paint bucket. Paint bucket 20. Alright, what next again? Our door, we need 6 door sets. Doors for doors and windows, we need 6. Doors and windows, our carpenter. Mm. Who does send this to anybody? Yeah, carpenter. Doors and window, we need 6. We need 6 sets. Yes, what else again? Okay, a concrete mixer, we need 1 unit for our mason. Concrete mixer, as for the foundation. Concrete mixer, 1 set. Okay, 1 unit. Our scaffolding, we need have only 1 set. So basically, okay, the squeezer can use our scaffolding. The painter also can use the scaffolding as well. So let's basically say the squeezer and those who are plus the bricklayer will use scaffolding. So we assign um, plastering and screeding. Okay, we also assign scaffolding to them. Assign scaffolding. Okay. Also the painting and finishing. You need scaffolding to climb. Alright. Also one other person, electrician also needs scaffolding. Yeah. Electrician will need scaffolding as well. And so on, 2, 3. Alright. I think we are done with setting up our assigning our different tasks, both material and resources, different personnel in charge. So now go back here and click on our cost. You see, this is our total cost we're spending now, plus added material. Total cost we're spending now. Alright. So also look at our resource sheet. Then we'll go to our cost. Plaster. Plaster I don't have money. Something is wrong somewhere. So this is how you track the money that you're spending as well. Okay. Yeah, tracking your money. Okay. So let us go back to our entry. Oh, okay. Let's now go back to our Gantt chart. Okay, back to our entry. Okay, go to our assign resource. This is our plaster. We didn't assign anything to him. The assigning here. So how much I want to pay him? No, no, we're not supposed to assign them. Okay, plaster and screeder, yeah. Okay, so that means I'm going to give him 50%, yeah. 50%. Okay, no, pay by the end of the project. So how much I'm going to pay him? 450. Giving him 450. Giving 450. So now let's go back to uh, the source sheet. But chassis, go back to our course. So now we're assigning 450. So are you seeing it? So this is how basically you monitor and track everything down to know where your money is going to, where it's not going to. So if you go back to our Gantt chart and we go to our course, you see it will change, it will change in price. Alright. Before it was 41, now it's 40 something, 42. You understand? Because we've now assigned the plaster 2000 plus. They are giving both the plaster and the bricklayer money. Yeah. Alright, so now that we're done with this, we basically now set our baseline. Now we set our baseline. So how do we set our baseline? Go back to your Gantt chart, entry, go to your projects, and you set baseline. Go to your project and you set your baseline. Click on set baseline. Entire project. Now we've set our baseline. Let's go back to our cost entry. Now, if you observe before, there was nothing here in our baseline. Do you understand? There's nothing here in our baseline. You observed before. So let me clear baseline. So clear baseline. Okay. So now see that's been cleared. Alright, so set baseline. If not been set, that also has to do with everything. How we've set our baseline, we've set up our course, we've set up our, we've assigned different individuals to their resource, we assigned our different resources, both individual and material to the different individuals in charge of the resource, the material resource. Now we've done that. Now we've checked our, we set up our cost as well, cost of material and cost from resource material, human material. Okay, now we've also set our baseline as well. You understand? So now let us now proceed to the actual project. Okay. Now in our next class, we're going to look at the actual project, how we're going to do our tracking and monitor every individual of the project. Do you understand? All right, see you in our next class. Thank you so much.